it's probably gonna be hard for you to really go where I'm trying to take you. I'm like boxing, like we're going into the, you know what I'm saying? We go, what is it, the championship rounds?
Yeah.
It's hard because I think, and maybe you better break this down for me. You know, it's when you're a boxer, you're a fighter. You never can show any vulnerability or any weakness or even give love for real to the opponent. You know, you gotta be very strategic how you do that. You know what I mean? I think like what the space need is like vulnerability. Like, who are you? You know what I mean? Like trying to have a conversation, like shit to keep you up at night. The things that Showtime, DAZN, and HBO and the Fox won't ask you.
Yeah.
That shit gonna be hard, but we'll see. And so like I'm in this Zen space, like learning, discovering, trying to figure out who I am, going into 40. Because when I was 24, had the world right in my palm, and there was so much going on. And like you go through life and you pick up stuff and you meet people. And
yeah, what was you doing when you was 24?
then when you said 24, I thought about this scar right here. 24, like I threw a punch at my brother, missed him, went through this old tube television, and it cut everything in my arm. And I was in this cast for about 6 months, and I almost lost my arm. I was wild. Like, you talking about what was I doing at 24? I just got to the league. I'm like 2 years in the league, and wow, just wow. What are you doing at 24?
Man, living life, having fun. At 24, I feel like I took a lot of like pressure off myself. Like I used to like just be so put so much pressure on myself just to be, live up to everything that that I said I was, that I worked to be. But now I'm just at a point where I just let I trust in God, and I don't trip over stuff like I used to. I don't I let it be what it's gonna be.
Your 24 and my 24 are totally different. You're having a great time. You fly. You got the cars, you got the home. You know what I mean? You're having a great time, but it seems like you're extremely mature. Where does that come from? And it's different. Like I look at how even Tank, like I love Tank, but he been through a lot. Come from Baltimore, and he's made a lot of mistakes. You look at some of the other fighters, even their language, is different. It's like you are who you are, you the culture, but you seem, I don't know, maybe more a little bit more polished.
Yeah, I would say I'm definitely a lot more polished than a lot of dudes my age, but also like I do got immaturity as well, and I do like make mistakes, but my mistakes just aren't like the world don't see my mistakes. I don't let them be like I don't fuck up that bad, but I'm still learning on the job. I'm not perfect, and I understand that, and along the way I'm gonna go through things, and I know that in the world we'll see, but for the most part, I try to keep it as limited as possible.
As athletes, we we sit down and we study each other, and we take I'm gonna take this from Floyd, take this from Tank, I'm gonna take this from Sugar, you know what I mean? So like from a man's perspective, take the sports out of it. What men do you look up to at 24 and be like, you know what, that dude, that's a great example of what a man's supposed to be, what a father's supposed to be, what a businessman's supposed to be?
I don't know. That's a good question. I can't really say like nobody that I really just like study. As far as obviously I study Floyd in the ring, but I can't really say. I guess I'm just learning on the job and just letting me experience it myself. Mm-hmm. I feel like that's the best way. At the end of the day, like my dad could tell me, or anybody can tell me all they want, but I gotta like go through it. Like you was 24 years old. You had to go through it to get to where you at now, and I think that's what it is for me. I can't really say exactly somebody that I just study and I just, I can't say.
I disagree. At 24, like, you asked me where was I at 24. I wish I sat down and really was intentional on who I was studying and who I was becoming. Mm-hmm. So I didn't go through it and make mistakes. Now, you are right. Like, you're going to make your own mistakes.
Yeah.
But I believe in like divine mentorship. It's like if you can look at me, or if you can look at Floyd, if you can look at your pops, if you can look at your older brother, if you can look at Javante, if you can look at Tom Brady, and like, oh, damn, like, you know, what can I learn from Tom Brady's divorce? So when I get married, I don't go through that. What can I learn from, you know what I mean?
No, I mean, of course. I mean, that's just everyday shit. You know, you see somebody walk across the street and you get hit by a car, you say, "Oh yeah, I'm not doing that. I'm not gonna go. You know, I'm not gonna go walk across the street when it's a red, just from you know every day." But I can't just say somebody that I just say that I study on an everyday basis. But I'm definitely somebody to talk to the OGs and sit up and talk to the OGs at the mosque and you know and you know get game from whoever whenever I can.
Okay. Can you read this real quick?
TV mentors: David Letterman, Chris Webber, James Brown, Ellen DeGeneres, Ian Eagle, Mauro Ranallo.
Well, basically, I wanted to show you this, right? And it says November 20th, 2018. So I'm challenging you. Next time I see you, I won't do this, you know, in December when you in San Fran when you're fighting. Let you stay focused. But every area in your life, you're an entrepreneur now. Are you a father?
No.
And you got Bill, you got your pops there, so you got him. But I also will look at other men outside of your pops, maybe one or two dudes. So fatherhood, you got your husband, you know, like even if it's fashion or other things you're in, find somebody that you can like really be intentional on studying, right? And it's going to speed up that maturation process and that learning curve just a little faster. So, you know, want to challenge you there. So he is currently a unified world champion in the lightweight division and held the undisputed championship from 2022 to August 2023. As of June 2023, he is ranked as the world's best active lightweight. What does that mean?
I mean,
and like really break it down, like unified, undisputed. We learn in boxing. A lot of us are learning boxing. So really break that down, then get into like, when you hear that, what does that mean?
So unified, undisputed. I'm undisputed. That means that I have all the belts. In every weight class, it's 4 belts, 4 major belts. Those are the ones that all the top fighters want. Those are like the ultimate achievements in boxing. Is to get a belt. Now.
And you got all 4.
Yeah. So now, on the other hand, is to have all 4 that means you undisputed. That means you got everything. Like nobody in the weight class has a belt, because it's possible for one person to have a belt, another person to have a belt, to where 4 people can hold a belt at one time. So now I'm undisputed. That means I have all the belts. Nobody has a belt. So that's like super rare. I think only 8 people have done it ever in history, and I was the youngest to ever do it in the 4-belt era.
Was that easy for you?
No, hell no. It wasn't. Nah, it wasn't easy. It was definitely a dream of mine.
Right.
But was it easy? Nah, of course not. You know, I worked my whole life to get here, and they say it's easy to get it, but it's even harder to keep it, which it wasn't even easy to get. So, you know, it's definitely, you know, once I became undisputed, everybody was at my neck. It started where everybody was avoiding me. Nobody wanted to fight me. Nobody wanted to say my name. Nobody wanted nothing to do with me. To overnight, everybody just coming out to woodwork, just saying that they'll fight me and they're this and that and all this bullshit. And it was like that. Now, if I don't fight him, then I'm ducking him. If I fight him, then I'm ducking him. So it just it was new for me to be on that side of the people saying that I was ducking.
What's the difference? Because those are 2 different positions. Because you said like you was in that same position.
Yeah.
And now you the one the boss.
I was a hunter. Now I'm being hunted. But I love this position more because you know, when I was hunting, which I'm still hunting, but when I was a hunter, it was like I was like begging. I had to beg for a shot. I had to, you know, scream this person name, that person name, you know, go to this fight, go to that fight to get a shot. And now, you know, I could prepare and sit back more and, you know.
Be a boss.
Be a boss, exactly.
Be a boss. Like when some of us, bro, who really don't understand the business side of things, we look at it as ducking. We look at it as strategic. You know what I mean? Look at how Floyd navigated through his career. Some would say Tank you know, is mimicking Floyd, like being very particular on who he fight and when he fight him. You know, so like we look at it as maybe ducking or being too strategic when, you know, we really just want to see the best of the best fight. Are we looking at it wrong? Should it just like, cause you're a boss, like just like a ESPN or a Nike, they gotta figure out how we get from point A to point B, you know, create more value over here.
Yeah, I mean, it's a business at the end of the day, you know, and I didn't understand that at first. I mean, I knew that it was a business, but, you know, I just felt like the best should be fighting the best until I got in this position where it was like, all right, I'm undisputed now. That's cool and all, but now I want to make the money. Now I'm more into the money. Of course, you know, I made history and, you know, I'm a legacy fighter. I want to make the biggest and the best fights happen, but I want to get paid too.
What you wanna, when you retire, how much money you wanna have in the bank? You say money, I don't even know, like, cause there's some fights,
Man,
20, 30 million.
it ain't no number on it. I want to have as much as I can, and I want to, but I also want to, you know, be able to be there for my family and be, you know, have everything so I can enjoy it. I don't want to just, you know, get as much money as I can. I can enjoy my money, enjoy my family. So
what's possible? There's a lot of jits out there watching and they don't know. Like it's easy on football money because you can Google us. Oh, this person Patrick Mahomes just got 5 for 500.
yeah,
You know, so like what's possible in boxing? Like if like for me, like I knew, I'm like, yo, my goal was like if I had 15 in the account and when I retire, everything paid off, mom's crib paid off, you know, my aunt's house paid off, and that's a whole nother conversation, like who we take care of, right? Because we can't take care of everybody. But I'm like, if I do that and I got money coming in from TV, I can live forever. My kids gonna be good. So I had a number in mind.
Yeah.
And I had to make 100 million to do that.
It's crazy.
So I did 100 million in contracts. So think about that. Boom. My crib, 4.5 over here. Mom's crib was 500,000. Wife's mom's crib was 300,000. My aunt's house was 300,000. But then this lifestyle need taking care of people.
Yeah, I mean, so we can go to the top. Like Floyd, he made $1 billion in his life. You know, that's the ultimate. But it's somebody like Canelo who making 30, 40, 50 million a fight too. So it's very much possible for you to get 100 million in the sport of boxing, especially with me being so young. I'm 24 years old and I made over 20 million, you know, by the age of 24. So it's very much possible. At Floyd, when he was 24 years old, I made more than him already.
Right.
But obviously, you know, not to compare, but if you want to compare, you know, just going to somebody who's.
But see, that's what I'm talking about earlier about divine mentorship. That's what I'm talking about. It's like, because if Floyd did it, why can't you?
Yeah.
You feel me?
For
Like,
sure.
But now you got to study all his moves, like how he managed his career in the ring, out of the ring, his team.
Yeah, no, I mean, if you look at my career is very similar to how, you know, Floyd has done it. You know, from who I train with, you know, training with his dad to both of his uncles, you know, growing up in the Mayweather gym, being around Floyd, being up under Floyd being a mentor to me for so long, the way that I did the business, the way how I was my own promoter from the beginning stages. You know, Floyd did it later in his career, but I did it early, just off, you know, watching him.
Right.
You know, Floyd was somebody that I watched and I was like, I want to be like him when I was a kid. My dad was in the streets. I'm like, I don't want to be like him. I want to be like him. I seen Floyd would come to the gym and be 20 cars lined out, $1 million in his backpack. I was like, I like that. That's what I want to be like. I don't want to be in the streets. I want to be like him.
It's football season, and you can get anything you need for game day delivered with Uber Eats. Well, almost anything. Beer batter shrimp.
Let's dive into this recipe. We got everything we needed delivered with Uber Eats.
So we have for our batter, some flour, cornstarch, and we're just gonna add some Cajun seasoning to that. And because he drank all the burr, once I get some back, we're just gonna mix that up to make our burr batter to dip our shrimp in.
You can get almost anything you need for game day delivered with Uber Eats.
All right, guys, so what I'm gonna do is go ahead and pour the cornstarch straight into the main bowl. Get our Creole seasoning, pour that in there, and get our beer or our lager, whatever you want to call it. And you see how that's fizzing up? All that fizz is what go ahead and make that so bubbly when you fry it. And that's what makes your batter so puffy and different from other battered shrimp. What's real comparable to this is actually shrimp tempura, to be honest. So just keep mixing until you get all your lumps out. And what I poured in here was about 10 to 12 ounces. All right.
Love it. Okay.
So B, what I want you to do, go ahead, grab a spoon.
Boom.
Go into our sauce right here.
Okay, boom.
And just put it down and drag it.
And just drag, just like that.
Like put it down. Nope. Put it down.
Mm-hmm.
Put the back part up. And then drag. Right?
Okay. So it's like, that's what artists do. They just throw paint at the thing and it's whatever happens, happens.
Right?
Okay.
And what's good is that this is so light, so I wanted to use a black plate so everything could pop.
Okay.
All right. So with these tongs.
Oh, not the fingers. Okay. Amen. Hey,
Relax.
don't just cook for your ladies.
Relax.
Okay? Don't just cook for your ladies. You got to cook for them and then make sure you plate it right.
Yes. So,
Boom.
yeah. Line them up.
Right here?
Yeah, with the sauce.
Just like this? Bam.
Yeah.
Ooh, chef, you gonna have me a bad boy right here.
A little bit closer.
Closer?
Right there.
Right there. Chef, let me tell you something. Some men can sing, some men can cook. And I'm gonna be one of those dudes that can cook. Ladies, come to my kitchen. Right here like this. Think about it though, what?
Okay.
All right, bam, got that.
All right. Now go to your garnish.
All right, right here, this one right here? What's this called?
A little bit of chives.
And where you want me to put the chives?
Just sprinkle it.
Right here?
Just like, just a little sprinkle.
Okay.
Right? And then we're gonna get a little bit of dill, but I want you to put the dill on top.
Dill, bam, bam, bam.
On top.
Bam, bam, like that?
Not so much. Not so much.
Right here?
You're doing too much. Just higher. Higher is always better.
Higher, see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It's a
higher is
process.
always better.
Boom. So we got our dill.
Mm-hmm.
Boom.
And get some lemon wedges.
And then we got a lemon wedges.
Yeah. Twist it.
Twist
Yeah,
it
twist
like
it.
this. This is right?
Yeah.
Put it right here?
There you go. See, with that negative space, you just want to go ahead and clear
Can I
that
do
negative
another one?
space. Yes, you could do another one. And let me just fix this one for you.
Twist it. You think, like, if I do this for a lady, like, and I played it this way, would she appreciate it? Or would I get that Instagram shot where she, like, you know,
Like,
boom.
oh, he done made me some shrimp.
That's right.
He got money.
Hey, listen. Hey, listen, Linda. Part 4 of the 8-part series. This is my house.
My kitchen.
Game day snacks.
Let's go.
Burr.
Burr shrimp.
What did you say, lager?
Lager.
There you have it. Get almost anything for game day delivered with Uber Eats, official on-demand delivery partner of the NFL. Order now. Alcohol in select markets. Product availability may vary by region. See app for details. You mentioned your dad, Bill, right? I was watching something online, and he talked about, like, because I would say that you're actually set up to potentially do more than Floyd. It ain't even from a money standpoint, but it's from a business standpoint.
Yeah, 100%.
Part of the inspiration when you and your pops were sitting down early, you know, I heard your dad say he didn't want you to go through like what Floyd went through early in his career, big breakup with Bob Arum. You know what I'm saying? So that when you talk about you're your own promoter, you're your own boss, you're already in position. So like, you know, I heard that, but also like you brought up your pops. You talking about like, so I didn't hear that part of your story. Your dad was in the streets, you mean like hustling?
Yeah.
My father was as well. I find that like hustlers, bro, like, you know, where we come from, like I feel like they're the most dangerous businessmen in the world, not from a violence standpoint, but from a mindset standpoint. Sure. And it's like, what did you learn from your pops, or what did your dad take from being in the streets to infuse into this boxing game that put you in position to then go be the greatest?
Nah, but that's why my dad is like, he a mastermind, because, you know, he was in the streets and then he came in the boxing world and they had no choice. Like, they hated it, but they had to respect it because he was so smart. The whole, like, this master plan that he put together by just being able to be street savvy and doing it in the streets to doing it in the boxing world, but just on the corporate side. And that's why I'm in a position that I'm in now.
What's the number one thing your pops gave you that you like? That's him. Like, yeah. Like I always tell people, it's like y'all don't even know. Like y'all don't even know what I'm cut from. Like a lot of people don't even know my story, and I'm like,
Nah, but like one thing,
don't like stop playing with me.
Nah, one thing my dad always just like put in my head, just like, don't watch me, watch him, watch Floyd, watch them niggas that's really getting it. Like my dad had money, so I used to, like, you know, people used to like praise him for how much money he had. He like, he got no money. Just look at Floyd. Right. Floyd killing me with money. Don't look at me. This shit I'm doing is nothing compared to what you could be. So it was always my dream to like just like be different. I wanted to like be different. I wanted to be the one that was different in my family, the one that's like brought everybody up and just broke the cycle.
Lions raise lions. Like real thorough men raise real thorough men. And so like I like when you see your dad, like you know, like don't like there it's man, you can feel the energy.
Yeah,
you know
sure,
what I'm saying? Like
sure.
a man's man, like a king. You know what I'm saying? And it's the same with you. And so I'm saying all that to ask you this question, like how do y'all not bump heads? Because it's two lions,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and
nah,
then y'all
sure.
doing business,
nah, I mean,
but then there's the father-son dynamic.
Early on, we did bump heads because it was like I was making that transition from me like being a kid to me making millions and me wanting to do what I wanted to do. You know, me wanting to separate from my dad and, you know, just go to be my own man. And it was like it was different because he was, you know, he was just being a dad trying to, you know, tell me, you know, how to spend and what not to do and what to do. It got to the point where I was like, you know, Dad, I need to experience it. Yeah, I need to experience it on my own. Like you had your time where you messed up, but you learned from your mistakes. I need to experience it. I need to, you know, learn from myself. And he was like so scared for me to mess up. Like he didn't want me to fail. He didn't want me to, you know, make no mistakes. And I just felt like he didn't, you know, trust in like, you know, that I had it. I don't feel like he was. I don't think he thought that I was ready, but I feel like I showed him. Or I know I showed him that I was ready. That I was ready to, you know, get out in the world and, you know.
Really quickly, I just want to hit on fatherhood, right? Like, because you don't have any children.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what can I learn through you and your dad's relationship as a father of three, right? I got twins that are 8 and I got a 4-year-old boy, right? Like, you know, give me one nugget.
I mean, they say that they say that of the father-son stuff don't work. They say that, oh, a lot of people would say that in the beginning, like, you know, you need like he don't need to be your trainer because it's never gonna work out. Y'all gonna get into a big fight. It's gonna be a big fallout, and y'all relationship will never be the same. Well, here we are. Then they
still early though. So you 24.
But we made it. We made it this far with, you know what I'm saying, no hiccups. So it's working up to this point. But in the beginning they said that don't do it. Like it's not gonna work, or, you know, don't have them in your business because, you know, it's your dad and the money. Da, da, da.
Do you know how special it is to have your dad in your life?
Man, what?
And the reason why I say that, bro, like I made so many mistakes. My dad was in the street, but it was at 24, bro, is when things went left.
You and your pops?
Yeah. When I made it to the league and it was like yeah. And so.
And what happened?
So basically when I made it, we had a whole plan, right? And my dad was like my right hand. He's still my man, you know what I'm saying? But it's been rough. Like my entire career, he really ain't enjoyed it. And it's sad because if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be me.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like everything in me. That's why I'm saying when I was asking that one thing, is like when I step in on the field, bro, I think like you. It's like this ain't sport. This is my life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like this changed everything. It's personal. There ain't no separation. So like that was the gift and the curse.
Wait, so would you when you was on the field, would you have fun? Was it fun to you?
That's a good question.
Cause me, it's not. And when I'm in the ring, I don't think it's fun to me. Like when I'm in the ring, when I'm in that competitive mode, when I'm locked in, it's not fun. I'm not here to play. I'm here to win.
You know what's fun? And you probably agree, that's a good question. Nobody ever asked me that.
Winning
I never
is
even heard
fun, right?
athletes think about
Winning is fun.
Boom, after.
Yeah, winning, that's the fun part.
Right, after, the show,
Yeah,
like, you know what I'm saying? That,
celebrating all that, that's fun. But
no, that shit ain't fun.
when you in that mode,
It's like war.
it is war. And with boxing, one punch, 1 millisecond can change everything. Right. One mistake can change everything. So, no, it's not fun.
Right. Yeah, and to get back to your thing, like, nah, man, like, we had a plan. We sat down with all the financial advisors, et cetera, et cetera. And basically, long story short, he like, yeah, just take care of your mom and your sisters when you make it, right? And then he hit a little tough spot, and then it's just the expectations change. But we put the plan in together. Yeah. And so we just start bumping heads. And my dad, where he come from, his mindset, it's like, he'll be able to tell his side of the story. I'll tell my side of the story. We'll work it out. But I'm like, at the end of the day, I'm your kid. You can't talk to me a certain way. Like, I'm not him in the street, right? And then it got to a point where it's like, where you are, like, I'm a man. So it's like, I'm looking at him like, you know what you created? You think I'm gonna back down to you just because you're my dad? Look how you talking to me. Like, you know what I mean? Like, now you got 2 lions sitting here. Like, I'm you. Yeah. Would you let somebody talk to you like this? Yeah. You feel me? So it's all dysfunctional, bro. But so that's why I asked you, do you know how special it is? Like, cherish that. Y'all protect it. Y'all got to get, y'all going to hit hard times for sure. But if y'all got to get family counseling or whatever y'all do, I don't know if y'all believe in that, just to maintain that, because he already been through it from a business perspective at a high level. And so he can navigate you through that. But then obviously you're your own man. But having somebody that you trust that can help you navigate through all this special. And then also it's just like, man, there's nothing like, having your pops, you know what I'm saying? Because we've seen a lot of guys that don't have their pops and what they look like and what happens with them.
I feel like it's a lot of jealousy that come with it too. Like, dudes who be like jealous of me and my pops' relationship, like, because they wish that, they pops was there with them or whatever. Like, they go with the daddy's boy and all that. So, yeah, him and his daddy, but
private school.
Yeah, private school, all that. But I wouldn't want it no other way. And I ain't never been to private school in my life. I've never been to private school. Right. Nah, but like, to be real, I did online school. A lot of people don't know is, in the 7th grade, I dropped out because I wanted to do this. Like, I knew that I was gonna be here in this position. It wasn't no plan B, C, whatever. And my dad believed in me. Like, he trusted me. I was like, this is what I want to do. And
does it bother you hearing other fighters or some people in the boxing world say that you a daddy's boy or it's private school?
No, I mean, they gonna say what they gonna say regardless. They gonna have something to say.
So why are we talking about it then?
No,
and I say that because maybe it do affect you. And my question to you,
no, it don't affect.
Why do you care?
It don't affect me. It don't affect me. But we just speaking on it because it's new. But it is. They gonna say something regardless.
And I'm saying that because like when I told you at 40, I told you where I'm at in the space.
I could say they ain't got no daddy.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't go there.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna go there because what's the point?
And what I'm saying is sometimes we in life, bro, like because you like you said, you being hunted right now, it's different for you. And so now you got to deal with so much more. And if you paying attention to that, that's going to mess up your vision and it's going to get you off track. And I've been off track so many times because I was in that position. I'm like, oh, I'm listening to this and listening to that, trying to answer that. And it's like, that shit don't even matter. Like, I know who I am. And it seemed like you know who you are, so that's beautiful. Just stay right there. I'm gonna read this to you again, bro. I'm gonna read this to you again, and because like when I read this, you perked up and you smiled, and I want to know what that was. He is currently a unified world champion in a lightweight division and held the undisputed championship from 22 to 23, August 23. As of June 23, he is ranked as the world's best active lightweight.
Yeah, that mean everything to me because one, I'm the best. That's proven. That's written. That's it. That's in stone. That's in the history books forever. That I'm the best active lightweight in the world. Especially, I worked so hard to get here. I worked damn near my whole life to get here. So much stuff I missed out on, so much sacrifices, blood, sweat, and tears to get in this position. So, you know, it feels good to, you know, just to hear it.
Because when I read that, when I was preparing for this, the first thing I thought about was like, what you say, you're 7 or 8 when you say
Seven.
You're
When
7.
I started?
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
you said it made the decision.
Seventh grade.
7th grade.
Yeah.
It's like those moments where people don't understand that. Like when I was in 7th, 8th grade, you know, I would go run a couple of miles, and then I had my younger brother on his bike riding behind me. You know, before school I would go run, after school do it. You know what I mean? Like when people say Brandon Marshall, 13-year NFL vet, you know, 6-time Pro Bowler, I hear that, but then I think about like the journey. Yeah,
Sure.
it's beautiful. December 9th. I'm a little nervous, bro. Regis. No, for real though. Like, see, that's what I'm saying. That's why I was like, it's gonna be hard to have this conversation because it's like, even if you are nervous or whatever, you ain't gonna show it. You can't show it.
No,
but
I
like,
mean,
like December 9th, bro. Like, there's some people saying it's a great matchup.
Yeah,
because
for
you
sure.
coming out talking about
No.
you gonna beat the shit out of them. But
I am. But it is a great matchup. It's good for boxing. Arguably the best at 140, fighting the best at 135. So it's me moving up. My first fight at 140. The world get to see if I got stronger, if I didn't, if I got enough strength to keep them off. We'll see. That's the mystery. But that's boxing. That's what's good about it. You know, that's what boxing needs. The best fighting the best, and 2 guys putting it on the line.
what makes you so confident?
I trust in my skills. I trust in my talent. I know, you know, these guys are not on my level, and that's for me to show.
What does he do well? What made him the best that way? You know,
His punch is hard. He got a big left hand, and that's his bread and butter. But that's it. It's nothing else after that. He don't have skill. He don't have no feet. He don't got no head movement. He's a big puncher with the left hand. That's it. And that ain't enough. You gotta have more in the toolbox.
That's not true.
What?
That is not enough. Like,
For me.
Because
For
I'm
me.
just saying, like, one punch in boxing.
No, that ain't enough for me. One punch in boxing, yeah. But you gotta have more in the toolbox to beat a fighter like me. Them elite fighters, we ain't about to just beat them with just one punch.
Right.
It ain't gonna happen.
You're your own boss, own promotional company. Why San Francisco? Obviously, we know you're from there, but like, why San Francisco?
It's just important for me to bring it back to the Bay. You know, make it affordable for the kids to come, the people to come support and, you know, get inspired. It's my community. You know, I'm a Bay Area kid, and I just want to give something back to the people. You know, it's always been a dream of mine to go back and throw a big fight there, and now it's finally the time has come. And it's special to me because I'm the challenger too. You know, let's not forget that. You know, I'm challenging the champion. You know, back home in front of my people. So I gotta put on. And it's a fight like this fight is like I'm happy for it. I'm anxious for it. Like, this is something that I really can get up for, and I'm really like, you know, I have a reason, like a real reason to, you know, not only, you know, of course I want to be the best, but, you know, just it's something different with me going back home and fighting in front of my people.
If I was in your spot as a boss at my own promotional company, I would my team would tell I'll do too much. You know what I mean? I flew over to London to fight, no, not to fight, to watch Anthony Joshua and Klitschko go at it, bro. And that was legendary. But they came out, they had this crazy stage, they had fire. It was a whole thing. It was like a beautiful experience. Can we expect anything like that, or is it just going to be what we usually see from
Yeah, probably just what we usually see. Probably come out with somebody. I'm looking at some people to come out. I don't know yet.
Why is that? Why y'all can't? Why is it?
Because it's a mystery.
deal?
That's why you gotta watch it. It's like the mystery. It's like you gotta see what I'm wearing. You gotta see what I'm coming out with. Like, that's why you tune in.
Right. So it's funny you say that, and I'm gonna bounce around a little bit here. These last 15 minutes, bro. When Earl Spence came out to Eminem, bro, was it over at the?
Bud Crawford.
But when Bud came out to Eminem, was it over?
Yeah, it was over. It was over. It was over. It was like, nah, he did it. Even I ain't gonna lie. Even when I seen he was coming out with Eminem, I told my homies, I'm like, he not coming out with Eminem. That's not Eminem. They like, bro, that's Eminem. No, that ain't he. No, that's not Eminem. They did no. That's not him. When I seen him, I said, bro, that's Eminem. That shit was crazy.
I was sitting next to like there was Marlon Wayne's here. I mean, it was everybody there. Dame Lillard over here, Andre 3000 here. When we see him come out, everybody like, oh.
Yeah, nah, it's crazy.
Andre 3000 was there for Earl.
Mm-hmm.
I looked at him. He wasn't looking at me. I looked at him. I felt like, damn, he knows something.
Yeah.
He know this ain't good right now. Bro, that was legendary. And then also when he was in the locker room, he was listening to Tupac too.
Yeah, I seen that.
I was like, man, can you tell when you look at a fighter, you know, when y'all do this face-off thing, like, is there anything are y'all really gathering information?
I don't think so. Because a nigga not even look at you and go in there and beat the shit out you. So I try not to get too involved in, you know, the stare off. Because, you know, you see somebody in the street, nigga. Somebody stare me down in the street. I look away like, man, I'm not even tripping off you. Like, go ahead.
Right.
But I know what I could really do to them. So
have you ever looked in the fighter's eyes and been like, he ain't there, or oh yeah, he there?
Nah.
Ain't even about that.
Nah. Cause it don't matter when you get in the ring. Like we all professional. We all, especially at the top level. So it's like we been there before. They been there. I've been there. So it's like we both prepared for that moment. So the best man on that night gonna win.
I hate to do this, bro, but it's my job. Cause like you know, I made over the next 10 years in your career, you might be able to sit down with you 3-4 times. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate the time. And so I got to hit everything. You got this fight coming up December 9th. And, you know, because as an athlete, you know, like, don't disrespect the game. Like, you got this fight. But as fight fans, we looking at, like, you, Gervonta Tank Davis, we looking at Shakur Stevens and Shakur, and we like, that's what we want to see. Like, get the people what they want. So, like, I saw y'all, and I didn't know how I really felt about it a couple months ago. You know, like, y'all going back and forth. You and Shakur, I don't know, Tank been kind of quiet on this, you know, the last couple of months. But like, what's going on there, bro? Is like, is it going to happen? Is this real? Or y'all make like?
No, I mean it could have happened for sure. Is it gonna happen? It can still happen.
What you mean it could have? Why didn't it?
I sent him an offer. He didn't like the offer. I sent him 25% offer. He countered with 50%. No, first I asked him if he wanted a flat fee. They said no, they don't want no flat fee. They want a percentage. So I said the 25%. I took less. I took less to go to Australia and fight. So when I sent him that, he came back with 50%. He want 50. How could you even say you even deserve 50?
Why not though? If y'all like, explain that to us, bro. You talking as if you talking to the people who've been in boxing for a long time. For me, it makes sense because we want to see it. We don't care about all of that.
When I became undisputed, I went over to Australia twice. I signed up for it twice. To get my shot, I had to beat the champion and rematch him and take 22% of the whole pot, 22%. And I had to leave my promoter that I was with and go to another network, a whole different promoter, go sign with his promoter, the guy that I was fighting, George Kambosos. I had to sign with his promoter and another promoter to get my shot at undisputed. But guess what? I trusted my talent. I knew that I could beat him. So I said, you know what? Let's do it.
Just to set up the rest of your career.
Just to be in this position right now. If I didn't do it, I wouldn't be in this position right now. So I took less money. I said, all right, cool. It's not even about the money. It's about legacy. So Shakur goes on to say that I'm this. What do you do to me? I'm a bitch. I'm this. I'm that. So I said the 25%. He said he want 50%. I said, nah, this what you're gonna get, the 25%. And guess what? You're gonna make more money out of that 25% that you made in your whole career, by everything put together. He said, no, he want 50%. I said, how? I'm the guy with the belts. You don't gotta go over to no different promoter. You don't gotta go to no different country. We're gonna do it right here in Las Vegas. and I'm gonna give you 25%, and you get a shot at all of it because you think that I'm not the fighter that the world think I am. You think that you said that you would step on me, you do this and you do that. Well, here go your shot. He said no.
That's the stuff we just don't understand, like the behind the scenes, bro. It's just like, cause I'm sitting back. I'm gonna be honest, bro.
Would you
the way he was talking and how loud he was, I was leaning on his side. I'm like, ain't he ducking him?
I really was wanting to make the fight, not
Right.
talk. It was a stunt for him. It was a publicity stunt for him.
Why would it be a stunt for him?
Because he wanted the attention. He wanted the clout. He didn't really want to fight.
Why don't he want to fight?
Why do you think he don't want to fight? If he want,
He tough.
if you got all the, I don't give a fuck how tough he is. If you had,
He said that so quick.
No, they
This ain't
all,
no game
everybody
for
at the top tough. Like,
Right.
like, come on now.
Right.
But if you felt like you could beat somebody, right?
Yeah.
You knew in your head, I know I could beat him.
Right.
But I got to take this short money. It's really not short money, but I got to take this percentage to become the man,
Yeah.
to
Like
get
you said.
everything.
Yeah.
Would you do it?
Well, let me ask you this question. Is this the process for all fighters, right? Floyd to Canelo to
100%. You think?
Pacquiao to go from, because you said it earlier, it's like I was hunting and then now I'm being hunted. So,
I mean, of course, that's what I did.
so if that's the process, if you're telling me that's the process, that's the standard, then I would tell Shakur, take the 25%. That's what I would say.
Because, of course, that is the process, and that's what I did though. Fuck what Floyd did or Pacquiao or Canelo, whatever. That's what I did. I did that to become the champion because I felt like I could beat him. I knew that I could beat him. And not once. I didn't have to fight him once, twice. In his country, in his front of 40,000 people. But I said, you know what? I'm betting on myself.
You was nervous?
Hell yeah. You gotta think I'm going to a different country. They
Right.
they wouldn't let my pops in the country because of his past and him going to jail and stuff like that. So it was like,
So you was almost like, because your pops was in your corner.
huh?
So it was like you going over there almost
Yes.
by yourself. You had people with you.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
My pop's been there every fight, damn near my whole life. So it was like,
Right. It's
I
like
had to do
Serena Williams going without
exactly.
Richard.
But
Mr.
it was,
Richard.
but it was like, but they let him in the day before the fight. I was training out there 3 weeks without him. But I was like, with or without him, I'm coming back with these belts. I could have easily said, you know what, y'all ain't letting my pops in. I'm not going.
First time after the fight when you won, how was that exchange with you and your pops?
Oh, it was crazy. It was crazy. It was just like, it was surreal. Like, I'm not gonna lie, for like a month, it was like, it didn't feel real. I remember I was on a plane, I was like, I had went to sleep, and I had a dream that it wasn't real, like I was just dreaming. I'm like, fuck, I knew this shit was too good to be true.
Right. You knew your life was changed.
Yeah, for
forever
sure.
after that.
For sure, but
That's beautiful.
But I had to. But
Right.
I had to
Put it on
take
the
that.
line.
Yeah, I had to put it on the line. I had to bet on myself to get in position.
Okay. So Shakur, if that is the standard, you hunting right now. It's like what you said right now. You was like, yeah, I got to go to fights. I got to call people. I got to do this and do that. Boom. To get to the hunted, to be hunted, then I would say Shakur, the people have spoken. I'm representing the people. Listen, when y'all handle y'all business, we don't want to hear no more talking. We just want to see a legendary fight. And you gotta, he the boss. 30%? I'm gonna negotiate for a little bit. Can he 30, bro? Give him 30, bro. You the boss, bro. It's 30, bro. Don't be too greedy.
Greedy?
Give him 30.
Did I tell Cambosis that when he offered me the 22? Listen to this. This is what they told me. Here go to 22%. You gotta come to our network. You gotta sign with this promoter. You gotta do all this. And guess what? You got 24 hours. And you can't tell nobody about this deal that we offering you. If we find out that you telling anybody, we taking the deal off the table. I swear to God. I had 24 hours to say yes or no.
Right. So now you moving like them. Y'all said y'all boss.
So I couldn't even tell nobody.
Right. That's mafia.
Listen, me and my pops had to leave it between us. We couldn't go, I don't know, talk to no outside sources. Right. I didn't go call my mom and say, Mom, look, this is what I got. It was just me and my pops. I said, run it. Run it. It wasn't no months for you, for the world to try to convince Shakur to take it or none of that. It wasn't, oh, read 1,000 comments of people saying you should have took the offer and then now I'm gonna take it. No, it wasn't none of that. It was 24 hours. You can't tell nobody. Take it or leave it.
Did you do that to Shakur? You gave him 24 hours. You gave him 48. What you gave him?
I ain't give him no time limit. People came back with it, with what they with the 50%, probably within 24 hours, and then we said no, and then we said 25%. Then they came back and said 50%.
Can't wait. Where that one? No, we got to worry about December 9th.
Yeah,
that's gonna be dope.
sure.
But I appreciate you shedding light there, bro. Because I'm gonna be honest, like when y'all was going back, remember that?
Man, you should know me better than that. I never ducked or dodged nobody. I've been calling out these guys since the beginning of time. I've been calling it Loma, Tank, T.O., all of them.
So what's going on with Tank? Would we ever see that?
Yeah, I mean, for sure. I think it's a huge fight. Ooh. I would love to make it happen.
Bruh, that's going to be, you know what that's going to...
That's the biggest fight in boxing.
Ever?
No.
Oh, I thought, what you mean? You mean that year?
Yeah.
You know what that reminds...
No, the biggest fight in boxing today. What's bigger?
Nothing. I agree with you. That's what I'm saying. I'm getting goosebumps thinking about it. But it's all three of y'all, though. Like, Shakur, I really need to see... He's the baby.
Shakur, yeah. The biggest fight in boxing is me and Tank. It's gonna happen. It gotta happen.
Give me an untold Floyd Mayweather story.
Untold.
Yeah, he know.
Man, me and Floyd got so much history together, man. Since I was a kid, still to this day.
We ain't asked for all that. We just wanted the untold story, champ.
No. I'm just going on to say that we got a unique relationship. But I got nothing but respect for him and what he's did for the sport. So I can't tell you no stories.
What's unique? What do you mean by unique?
Unique. We just, we got a unique relationship. I don't know. It's unique. That's why I can't explain it.
He's being political. You ready?
It's unique. That's why I can't explain it.
You funny.
They call me Big Jack. Lost my fucking brother and that shit had me a bit sad. And now I'm chasing big cash. Niggas used to rip tags. I couldn't even stay the whole year. We used to skip class. Now all I do is get bags. I'm the one the family running to, whatever get bad. My city have a problem. First thing they tell you, get jacked. If you ain't around no more, it's fuck you with your bitch ass. I was around for little cash, turn to fucking big cash. I ain't never touched a fucking woman, never snatched a purse. I'm the one that put the cape on and take her back to church. Me and Kate Westchester days, he used to pack the work. Holy flow, should probably have a choir when I rap a verse. Seemed like everything was going backwards, had to rap reverse. Niggas try and mention Jag name, but never at me first. She done gave me easy access, she got that happy skirt. Ironic how we got about the trap from doing trap.